I'm determined to get this before you do.
Okay, this is going to be a race, so I wonder who's going to get it. I wonder who's going to get it. I thought you were calling me Waza.
Two wolves, one wolf.
Now I'm just swapping backwards and forwards, doing nothing.
Yeah. Same here.
I feel like killing the whole lot of them and then just going on the raft myself.
Ooh. Mm.
Have I got it? I think I might have... Okay, don't like screw it up now. I think I might have ended up getting towards the right answer. Let me see. I've got it.
Do you?
Yeah.
No.
And
No.
in 11 moves, just like the question asks.
No.
He pointed at me and he said I was correct.
Oh, I just got it too.
Oh, that's oh well. I
got it in like 20 moves. Hey, at least I made it through this time.
Yeah, at least you didn't ask me. Because if you had asked me how did you do it, I still would have said I don't know. So,
Yeah.
No, you have to get it to the point. There's some like move sequence that you make where you get to the point where you have a wolf and a chicken on the opposite side, and you have two wolves and two chickens on your side, but the raft is still on your side. Do you know?
Yeah.
You have to do it however you do it, I don't know, but I can't remember, but there's some sequence, so... Is this the mana professor? Oh god. Oh, that's gonna look weird on the emulator, because there's... because the DS, accounts for the fact that there's about half an inch of space in between each screen.
Ooh, but that looks good on the DS.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was pleasantly surprised by that.
I'd love to LP Phantom Hourglass sometime, but
do it.
But you'd have to like play with the mouse, and I don't know how like playing I don't know.
Yeah.
I just think the whole action-packed nature of trying. I just think I'd get frustrated with trying to play and do the sword stuff and stuff like that using the mouse. Do you know?
Yeah, I can see that happening.
Because I think the controls on it for the DS are perfect. Like it plays really well on the DS, but
yeah. I love the DS. Did you play Spirit Tracks?
yeah, I love that as well. I still like
Yes.
Phantom Hourglass more. But...
Yeah, I gotta replay Phantom Hourglass. Actually, I still haven't beaten Spirit Tracks.
Oh
I gotta
really?
do that too. Yeah, I'm like at the end. I just gotta do it.
I just think the travel. I think like I like the train and all, but I think I prefer the kind of more open Phantom Hourglass travel, do you know, where you kind of set your course and see how you have to defend yourself on your way, and you see how you get there and stuff like that, and sometimes you have to change course and blah blah blah.
Yeah. To me, like the movement in Phantom Hourglass seemed pretty restricted compared to Wind Waker, so I didn't really like it as much. But like, I like how they were like when they were making Spirit Tracks. They're like, all right, well, you know, the movement is kind of limited. It's kind of like you're just following a track. Hey, what has tracks? Trains. So then they just made one with trains, and it was just like, to me, I like that a lot better because it was just kind of the tracks. I found the train very fun, and I just thought it was like you're gonna be on a track either way. So they just kind of made it make a little bit more sense, and it I don't know, it just felt better, I think, because it just made more sense to me, I think.
And I think because I love Spirit Tracks as well, and the thing that I've always loved about the handheld Zelda games is that their dungeons have always been really good, and their dungeons have stayed
Yes.
somewhat challenging, whereas dungeons in 3D Zelda games have got progressively easier and easier,
Yeah.
and
Don't even get me started on Skyward.
I don't like Skyward Sword at all,
Well,
so
well,
feel free to
I
say
haven't
what
beaten
you
it yet.
don't like and what you do like, so because my stance is I don't like it at all.
Well, did you beat it or did you not beat it?
I did beat it.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll get back to you once I'm completely done with it. Because I don't know, I just feel like I'm not fitted to give a full review until I'm done.
Well, I don't know. I'd beg to differ, but that's because I'm biased, and my argument is that once you've played that game for about 2 hours, then it never really changes. It just kind of repeats itself.
I can definitely agree with that, but I don't know. They surprised me with how limited it was. Like when I heard before going in that there were the 3 areas and that was it. You know.
That's disappointed me. So see, that's the real bit. That's one of the big things that disappointed me. The other big thing that disappointed me was the whole kind of sky thing, because I thought the flying, which was should have been really exciting, was made very dull and boring.
It's called Skyward Sword. Like Skyloft is so tiny, and it's boring. And then there's these little tiny islands with mainly just enemies on them or little treasure chests, and it's like, I'm just happy they're remaking Wind Waker because I'll just get to go on a boat and go surfing or whatever, or you know what I mean. It's surfing.
Yeah, I mean, when you think
that's
of
so much more entertaining.
When you think of the ocean world of Wind Waker, I just think the world of Skyward Sword was extremely restrictive.
Yes.
And not just the sky world. I thought that once you got down onto the land, the world was restrictive in another way, because it's like you know what it is? It's the difference between Mario 64 and Mario Galaxy.
Yes.
Or Mario
exactly.
Galaxy 2. Do you know? It's
yes.
I don't know.
No, yeah, because 64 is, hey, here's the thing, now go do whatever you want in this area. But in Galaxy, it's like, all right, here's this little tiny area, now go do this specific thing.
Yeah, I think the thing that I love about Mario 64 is, you go into Bob-omb Battlefield, you can do almost any one of the 8 stars for that level as your first star in the game, you know?
Yes.
You just go in there and you find what you find and you do whatever takes your fancy, you know? And the game doesn't make you go one way or the other. And it's the same with Majora's Mask, which is one of my favorite of the 3D Zelda games, where once you get past the first 3-day sequence, you have a lot. The world is basically opened up, and you have a lot of choice as to what you want to do. Whether you want to go straight to Woodfall, or whether you want to screw around and do a load of side stuff first. You know?
Yeah. I don't know. I think for me, Majora is too open-ended. And I don't know, it really intimidates me. I haven't beaten it still. Just because I started up, and then I'm like, okay. And then I get past the first dungeon. I'm like, okay. And I'm just like, alright, now what do I do? And then I just kind of stop. And I know I have to go to the next dungeon. And I've tried. But I just kind of, I'm like, okay. I tried, and then I stop. Which isn't good, because I really need to play it. I really need to beat it. But, I don't know. I'll get there at some point.